patch repair. As an engineer, I have observed street repair teams that are untrained and incompetent in maintaining our streets. However, I've observed some improvement during the past year that you've been here. Please continue to raise the standard for quality street patch repairs. I guess that was more of a comment.
Okay, wait.
How are we going to protect the city's infrastructure against an EMP attack?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Can I answer one question real quick? That whole brick thing made me mad the other day when that story came out, and I called the city manager. I called everybody. When they started saying $15 a square foot, when you replace bricks, you only do it in square feet. You're not doing a whole big area. That brick sits there for hundreds of years, and you might have to repair 25, 30 square feet. But when you start overlaying an asphalt for $1 a foot, like they were saying, well, you got to do that all the time, and you can't do just 25 square feet. I mean, you got to do thousands of square feet at a time. So that costs more money. So if you got the bricks on the street that have been there for 100 years and be there 100 more, hell of a lot cheaper to do a little maintenance on them. Sorry, that made me mad the other day.
One of the reasons you are increasing water rates is because of the wet spring and the early summer, which drastically cut water usage. I understand this. My question is, if we get a severe drought next summer, will you decrease the rates as your income will lose above your projections?
The answer, simple answer to that question is no. As we go forward, there are going to be more and more capital improvements and capital investment that has to be made into the utility system. The mayor was talking about the water system. Well, you've got same issues with the wastewater system. You have aging infrastructure that's increasing the amount of what they call inflow and infiltration. This is groundwater that gets into the system that takes up valuable capacity. That has to be eliminated. These are ongoing issues that we are going to have to address, and as we go forward in the future, there will be additional rate increases, not decreases.
I think that's important that when you have the warmer, hotter summers, what you're able to do is be able to then increase your cash reserve in order to deflect some of the upcoming increases that are going to happen. So it kind of shortens the span or the need for some of the future increases when you see that increased revenue that's coming through those lines.
True. And that goes back to what I was saying about the single-digit rate increases versus double-digit. Yes, sir, I'm sorry. That goes back to what I was saying about the single-digit rate increases that we have implemented over the years here in Tyler versus double-digit rate increases that other cities have to do to address these same type issues.
Gentlemen, I'm sorry, the time is running out. We try to break at 1 o'clock so people can get back to work to pay their utility bill. And let me tell you one thing. I did go down to the city and met with the city manager and the utility director. Probably spent a couple hours down there. We went through this whole process. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when you turn your faucet on, what do you expect? Water. When you pull the lever on your stool, what do you expect?
Flush.
That's right. And when the mayor says there are a lot of pipes in the ground over 100 years old, he may be leaving here and driving down the road and a big 12, 14, 16-inch pipe may burst. And they don't have money budgeted for that. So, you know, those things happen. I can tell you, you realize that 2084 that the city of Tyler has sufficient water available? You name me a city in East Texas or anywhere in the state of Texas that probably has water reserved for the next 10 or 15 years. Go around and see some of these cities are fighting. Look at the city of Dallas. They'll buy water from anybody. They take water out of Lake Palestino. Well, they have it reserved there. The utility system over the years has been operated, I can tell you, in my opinion, extremely sufficient. And we had before Greg worked with him, Mr. Malley had the foresight to go purchase a lot of water reserves, but for the benefit maybe not of you and maybe not of your children, but your grandchildren. You should be appreciative of that. And let me tell you, it's a guesswork making a budget because you don't have any earthly idea. You go from past statistical information. And I think we want to say thank you to the mayor, to City Manager Broussard and Mr. Morgan to come and give us this presentation. On the back of the table is a question and answer sheet. I think it's a couple, 3 sheets that Greg brought with him. He says these are questions that people have called in and asked that their answers are there. So pick one up. There's enough for everyone here to have a copy. And also, Mr. Hughes and Mr. Hunter will be in the back there. If you would like to consult with them, work on their projects, or ask them questions, they're there to do it. I don't know if the mayor, if y'all have...
I'll stay up here and answer.
Okay. If you want to stay, where did Patty go? She evaporated. I bet she had to go back to work. I bet she took the questions. Okay, Patty?
She said she's not gonna let me buy it, so that's good. Good.
Where are the questions?
You told me we were through and I put them in the trash, but you're like, oh.
And let me have them.
Man changes his mind. Don't let him tell you it's a woman that changes her mind.
Oh, thank you.
Here, Ernie.
Well, the mayor decided that he would stay.
Y'all stay as long.
And Mr.
I can stay for about another hour.
Well, let me tell you, this is the most questions we've ever generated on a subject.
I hope there's more questions about the streets.
Okay, Mr. Morgan, how did God lead you to your career with the city of Tyler for 20 years?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
How did God lead you to your career with the city of Tyler for 20 years?